So I want to talk about growth. So when you're growing, like I said, when I was going through all this transformation in my life, growth hurts because you're releasing an old version of yourself, and you're releasing all that old version of yourself that went with it. You know what I mean? And so when you're growing, like I said, you know, it generally hurts. You're peeling off that old layer that no longer serves you. You know, no matter what, even if we're not choosing change, when every day passes by, we're changing. You know what I mean? And it's just part of, you know, the process and stuff like that. You know, and so I share. You know what I mean? Like, God taught me to embrace that. You know what I mean? And it's like layers, like I share. I'm a butterfly, you know. I started and I was in the cocoon, you know what I mean, and I was shedding layers, and it's really true. And it takes a while to metamorphose the butterfly. I have to look that up and again share the, but it takes a minute for them to spread their wings, you know what I mean. And so this is part of my journey, you know what I mean. And anyways, and so and it, you know, I went through a process, you know, 15.5 years of transformation, you know what I mean? And then I'm spreading my wings, you know what I mean? And eventually you turn into that beautiful butterfly, you know, you're doing the work, right? And anyways, and so, but it hurt. Every layer hurt because I was shedding off an old layer of me, another one and another one. But I was intentionally doing the work, you guys. And I'm so focused on healing and so focused and determined to change. I remember, like I said, I was so determined. I wanted to change in my life. You know what I mean? When my mom died, I was so broken. And God gave me opportunity, and you know, that's what I did. You know what I mean? Like, and I kept my mind focused, and I did, and I healed, and I evolved, and I broke, you know, and all these layers and growth. You know what I mean? And this way you go across people, and you look back, oh, I remember, or I just reconnected with someone from my past, and all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, how are you? And like, you know what I mean? Like that was part of my season, and from my old community in my past, in Colorado Springs. Anyways, and so, but there's some people, like I said, these people I don't want to reconnect with, nothing at all. And I'm setting that boundary up, you know, and, this person, and I, like I said, destroyed, you know what I mean? Like, and, but anyways, and so, but growth, again, you know what I mean? You're shedding layers and layers and layers and things along with that growth, you know what I mean? And anyways, and so, but yeah, it's part of life, you know what I mean? Like, and I learned how to embrace that, you know, and, yeah, and I was gonna say, so, but, yeah, let's talk about, you know, talk about, I guess this is a frenemy, you know what I mean? Like, and, talk about frenemies, you know what I mean? Like, again, another example of what I went through, you know what I mean? They're what we call snakes, you know what I mean? Like, and this person was like, you know, I went through, like I said, when I came across this person I shared in the beginning, you know, all this stuff that happened to me, and this person was never there for me, you guys. He was behind the scenes laughing and doing all this stuff. Like, I probably the head honcho of all this, you know? And, anyways, and so, and watched me cry and do all that. And this person was never my friend. He was never in, you know what I mean? Like, and all of a sudden you move on, you move forward, you got frenemies, right? And they're all of a sudden in your business, you know what I mean? This person is, you know, and, you know, I have no hate and stuff like that. I just learned my lessons, you know what I mean? I learned my lessons, and that's it, you know what I mean? Like, and, you know, when you are done, when someone's done, you're done, you know what I mean? This person lost me forever. Like, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. And, from, you know what I mean? Like, and I listen to, you know, my spirit and stuff like that. And again, you know what I mean? Like, but this person is never my friend. I could, and oh yeah, so I was gonna talk, we're gonna talk about this too. But anyways, and when you destroy that, okay, and this is like any relationship, right? You have to be someone's really friend to even to like them, to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? And a whole healthy relationship. And anyways, and so frenemy and destroy my trust. You know what I mean? All the stuff I shared, that this person, I can never trust this person. I don't want this person around me, right? You can never trust somebody, especially ultimate deception of cheating. You know what I mean? Just like any relationship. You know what I mean? You know, this person chose to go in a whole nother connection, stuff like that. Destroyed. You know what I mean? And that's his choice. You know, he got free will. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the choice that he made. And you know, and I don't want nothing to do with this person. I don't have. You know what I mean? Like, and but again, cheating, and all that stuff, manipulate. Just, you know, this is what we call a counterfeit, guys. Okay. This is what God was teaching me. You don't go through nothing like that. This is a counterfeit that tried to be and wanted to be and stand next to me and stuff like that, but didn't want to do all the work. Didn't want to do this. He wanted to steal and what is it called? Siphon my energy, and he was doing all this stuff on purpose. You know what I mean? And was not my friend. Like, and destroyed any trust I have. I can never trust this person in my life. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking do black magic on me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not your friend. That's not a friend. Okay? When you destroy someone's trust, that's it. You know what I mean? Even friends, like, bye-bye, you separate, right? I don't know if you guys have experienced it. Please comment, you know, if you have, you know. But, you know, even friendships are destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, because I just recently heard someone's story, and then how she slept with her boyfriend, and they were friends for like, I don't know, 15 years, something like that. And she cheated on him and with her boyfriend at the time, you know what I mean? I'll give the whole story, but and that just gone. That friendship was destroyed. Shit. But anyways, and so but you get what I'm saying? There's no coming back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, got a good riddance of people, you know, and but yeah, loyalty is a big thing for me. Loyalty, character, and these are all the things that God showed me. You get saying He took me through all this process and He taught me, you know, and you know, these are all things that you want to have. A real person that God will real send, not a counterfeit, not just a real person. Loyalty, character, and these are all the things you want to look at for somebody. You know what I mean? Inside, okay. Fuck the rest. You know what I mean? Trust me, you'll be thinking that's what God's doing in the collective in this world. I've seen so many stories, and it's teaching. You know, you can't just go by someone's looks or on the outside. And if they don't have, they can look all the whatever they want. You know, and the lustful connections, men or women, and stuff like that. But inside, they have no morals, no character, no values, or anything they stand on. You cannot build with that person because they're gonna keep lying, cheating, doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like this person was doing behind my back, but try to hide this, you know what I mean? But because I'm anointed and stuff like that, I was like, hold on. Excuse me? Anyways, and so, but again, these are things that God taught me, you know what I mean? And a real relationship, you have to have trust, loyalty, character, something you believe in, something you stand on, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I stand on, and I've been standing on for 15.5 years, and how God led me down this connection in my life and my faith and how I love people in this world. And again, I have morals and values I believe in. I'm old school. I have old soul, and I'm just, yeah, and I'm thankful for that. And I stand in mine because they're believing. I have so many people along my journey help and stuff like that. And I see people. I don't judge. You know what I mean? I don't go there. People have their free will. That's a great thing. We'll talk about more of that later. But you know how God taught me. You know, I just go in this world and love people. You know what I mean? I don't judge them for their, like, I have friends that are goth. I have friends that, you know what I mean? Like, they like to dress all that. Like, you know what I mean? And they're really good fucking hearts. You know what I mean? Anyways, and so, but yeah, one thing you guys know, and then always look for the red flags. You can always find that in the narc. You know, they're not loyal. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, look at this person cheated, did all the shit behind my back. You know what I mean? And I was, you know, loyal to this person in the beginning and stuff like that, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But it was just a lesson. You know what I mean? And, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and so, but, I just wanted to share that in this video and say God bless you. And I hope you guys are blessed. And thank you for your love and support. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe if any of these things helped you. Yeah, I genuinely love and I'm excited to get to know more of you guys. And, yeah, and I'll see you on my next video again. And we will talk more. We will talk more, guys. We will. We will. We will.